When you think you've won your first pro victory, you're geeing your teammates up, celebrating, and then the photo finish comes in. This was Croatia race, Cro Race Tour of Croatia. I like to call it stage 2, and this was a more straightforward sprint stage in terms of hills. Although they did a circuit again, 2 laps in the finish, about 5Ks. It was very technical, a lot of corners. They go under a bridge, and then the finish is like a sweeping finish in the last 300 meters. So you really needed to be in the first 3 wheels in the last sort of 300 meters to have any chance of winning this race. Overcast conditions again, but no rain. We had a break with the familiar suspects, the Horvat Ljubljana team, Meridiana Carmen, Adria Mobil, and Bahrain controlling it, of course, with the race leader, Jonathan Milan, after yesterday's win. Pretty straightforward day for the GC teams like Jumbo Visma. So the break had 1 minute 21 Ks, and then the other teams who wanted a sprint started to come forward. Yolo Cometa, Bardiani as well, and that really meant the breakaway had no chance. If it was maybe only Bahrain, they could have made it, but Bahrain got help from the others, and that meant that the breakaway, which was just down to 3 riders, was caught sort of before they did the first lap of the finish line, about 8Ks to go. And Bahrain, and you see it's high speed into this circuit, but then the circuit itself was a lot more technical than this run-in. I don't know if it's Caruso who ducks over here with Milano as well. Bahrain's lead out kind of weird. Like Moritz doesn't really get involved with it in a traditional 1-2-3 with the sprinter at the back leader. He kind of lingers at the back and then moves up on the last lap, I think. And Milan was, eating a lot of wind in the last 7Ks and moving himself up at times. And you see, they've got through that technical bit. They ease off. It bunches up again. They go under this little bridge and then into sort of the Old Town section. Quite attractive. Do the first finish line, which I think is Mosca doing it. And they got Aberasturi. Trek Segafredo was a curious signing last year, but yeah, they signed him. And you see Milan back there, like he's on his own for a little bit. He's moving up. Where's Moritz? And they've got a split team Bahrain here. They're not just here for Milan. They're trying to win GC with Buitrago and I'm not sure who else. So he didn't. I wouldn't say he got the perfect run in. I'd say Barbier for B&B, who's there. They were sort of always first 7 or 10 wheels. And I think Viviani is there on Hajduk's wheels in the white jersey for Ineos. And his brother, Attila Viviani, is in the fluorescent bingo team. But Patrick Bevan attacks, and he gets confused, or maybe the signaling was wrong. You see here, he thinks, hesitates, am I supposed to go right? Takes his foot off the gas just for a little bit, and that lets the B&B rider come back into his draft, and then he gives up through the next corner. So you can see how technical it is, 2 riders wide, and that was a little attack from him. Didn't work out. Maybe, would he have made it stick? Probably not. I mean, a lot of teams interested in the sprint, bingo, who had numbers. B&B, you see, have 3 riders plus a sprinter. Frailer comes forward with no Ineos rider on his wheel, and kind of just keeps going. Kwiatkowski's on the right, looking for Viviani, looking for Hajduk. Hajduk moves up Viviani. Viviani hasn't been that good this season, frankly. I don't know what he's getting paid. I know he's on a contract out till the Paris Olympics, so it's kind of a track too. But yeah, it's a 2.1 sprint, and he's in the draft and gets absolutely towed. So there's that. Anyway, Kwiatkowski leading Viviani out through there. You can see how technical it is, and Milan just opens it up from deep with B&B has still got 1 man to go, and I think it was like with 3:25 to go. He said he got told by the team B through this corner here first, and that being said, like he went pretty early, even with the corners, like 325, maybe longer to go. Barbier in the wheel, Viviani has to shift out because of Barbier, and maybe it was slightly downhill. I don't know. It could just be the angle, and it looks like to me, to be honest, on live view, it looked like Milan won, but Barbier's convinced. A lot of backslapping. He hasn't won a pro race yet. He's 25. He's Rudy Barbier's brother. He's kissing a bracelet or whatever. Big celebrations, more high fives. And I'm sorry, I've got to do it to him because, like the full team, Champs-Élysées 4 wide celebration. I feel bad. Like he's not won a pro race yet. He thought he did. He's come second a lot of times, but you can't be celebrating a photo finish like this. He was convinced. And yet the problem is Jonathan Milan is a huge unit. Like he's like 2 meters tall. And his bike throw, even though Barbier was coming from behind with speed, Milan, even though like Barbier's back wheel is ahead, when Milan bike throws, he shoots forward another, like, I don't know how many centimeters. And we'll see the photo finish here, they must be confident in its accuracy, but Even if Barbier had won by photo finish, it can't be that confident on the victory. And Milan's actually the one that was given the victory. And you say, how? They look level, and you're looking at this, and I had to figure it out. I was realizing what's the numbers in the top right. Apparently, they say Milan beat Barbier by like 4,000th of a second. I don't know what decimal that is too, but by not very much, because the naked eye, the lines look level between them. And so Milan wins back-to-back stages. Barbier denied. Unfortunate for him, he hears the news and he rides off probably in disgust after coming close to winning. But I'm sure he'll win one eventually. Does a lot of the racing on the French continental circuit. He'll probably get one before the end of the year or next year. Here's a top 10. Barbier second, Viviani third. Laurence was leading up. Barbier came fourth, and Aberasturi Eckhoff declined. Attila Viviani, Albanese, and Menton rounding up the top 10. And Jonathan Milan confirmed afterwards that he is having a good time in Croatia.
Do you like racing here in Croatia?
Yeah, I like it a lot. I like it.
Thank you, Johnny. Thank you.
One win brings two, and I'm not surprised he's liking Croatia. Kind of like Almeida in Bologna last year. He's close, and then he won one stage, and then he won another NGC, I think. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you with the recap of Stage 3 tomorrow. Ciao.